Hi, I'm Saren.
And I'm Ray.
We're your Spider Baby hosts from To Know Her Is to Fear Her, a Spider-Woman podcast, as well as proud members of the collective.
You're listening to Capes and Lunatics. Gimme, gimme.
Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on our comic book creator interviews, including our monthly Chichester chats with comic book legend D.G. Chichester, superhero movie brackets in our search for the worst comic book movie of all time, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Perich, host of a Totally Turtle Sports and Gaming YouTube channel, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Podcast Network.
I'm here for Peter. I love Ben Reilly.
Both of these things will be true this week. Stay tuned.
I don't know.
But welcome back to the new year of the Ultimate Spider-Cast. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, she who loves
Lilith flipping hellfire.
She who loves she who would love to destroy things with a broadsword. It is.
You couldn't squeeze this one into the end of last week because this is kind of like a Christmas story mode.
I know. Well, someone has to do Thwippy, so.
It's our thing! What do you mean, somebody?
The calendar.
What? After this year, we don't have to do Thrifties.
No, we can. No, I was trying to do I was going to try to, stretch out a whole month of Red Sonja, but kind of only got 2 weeks, and then we'll get some Betty Brant.
Yeah. Damn, Marvel can't hold on to rights to save their life. Am I right, folks?
Mm-hmm. So did they lose did they let the Conan one slip again? Because
yeah, they did. Seems like.
Yes, because Savage Avengers is still going, but Conan is no longer in there.
Yeah, all the Conan books are mysteriously gone now. It was 3 or 4 of them, and now he's gone.
Mm-hmm. Is it just a thing where they're just
Disney? I think Disney at large has other pressing copyright issues to worry about. So
I mean, if he was if he was selling 1 million copies a month, they would have held on to it. But was Conan not the big thing they thought he was going to be? They're just
they have Hercules at the end of the day,
Yeah, 4 Hercules.
Yeah, so it's not I love Conan, but I've never really loved Marvel Conan, just to be honest. So, because, he doesn't have his whole world with him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When it comes to Marvel. So, it's kind of always been a double-edged sword, if you will. Hell. I prefer him to not be attached to Marvel. It's just, for me, it's better.
Yeah, I mean, there was 1 or 2 books where
he kind of just fades to the background. Like I said, we have so many people that are very similar to him.
Oh, especially when you put him in the 21st century.
And they always team him up with the same people, It's like, ugh.
I gave him his own Avengers team.
Yeah. I didn't realize this is where Charlie Snow first appeared, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I love that he got laid off during downsizing, because J. Jonah Jameson hates to pay people, so I love it.
Some meat. I'll say.
This is where he showed up.
I'll send you some Christmas meat.
You're getting sued for harassment, sir.
Oh.
A little Christmas ham, if you will.
Scream at!
Sort of the she-devil, though. I'm just first of all, it's Chris and it's John, so, this is questionable. Everything in this issue is questionable.
Oh, yeah. Because, kids, we are talking about Marvel Team Up number 79 from March 1979.
Ooh.
79, Lilith.
I know.
Sort of the
Were you born?
March 79. This was right before my first birthday, so.
Yeah, you were still baking. You were still baking your brain.
Still pooping my pants.
You still have that soft spot.
Oh, yeah, I do. I was Ike. I pooped my pants.
I can't wait to talk South Park.
Oh my god.
Salty and petty.
Oh my.
Proud member of the collective. But, yeah, Justin fits right in because we were talking Alpha Flight last night, and we were talking about, beady eyes and flapping heads, and he was right there with me, so. Yes, writers Chris Claremont and John Byrne. So.
Yeah. You know what? They don't make them like this anymore. I actually enjoy their crazy, they mellow each other's crazy out in just the right way. He's like, bro, you're talking too much. Give me some more boobs to draw.
There's a drop. Penciler John Byrne, inker Terry Austin, colorist Glynis Ween, letterer Tom Orzeszowski.
What you got for the old wiener? You're welcome.
Hold on.
Talking about meat is so natural for Lilith.
There we go. Editors Alan Milgram and Roy Thomas.
Oh, they gave something to old Roy. Good for him.
Yep. All right.
And Al, actually.
Exactly. It is night and a light snow is falling as Spider-Man web swings by the Metropolitan Museum of Art on December 22nd.
Is that relatable, Phil?
Wait, what?
Snow falling.
Oh.
Because you live in a cold area.
And you're going to be here, so. Just jinx yourself. Go ahead. He lost track of time at Sissy's, and now he has to...
I bought a very heavy coat, actually. So I think I'll be fine.
Watch, it'll be like 50 degrees. She'll be like, I'm freezing! But yes, he lost track of time at Sissy's. Yes, remember her? And now he has to hurry.
No one does, babe.
She was just another blonde. We were trying on another blonde. Nah.
We're like, yeah, blondes just don't work, babe. They don't fit into the Spider-Verse.
They have poor centers of gravity. Hell.
Very, very weak necks.
Oh. He really turned, and when Osborn and Norman Osborn walks by and just turns their heads. He has to hurry to the Daily Bugle to meet Joe Robertson as he promised. Inside the museum, the guard Gus Hovanes contemplates the now empty building. A short time before, the place was wall-to-wall people because of the new exhibits, but now Gus feels a bit lonely as he makes his rounds. Suddenly, he sees a moonbeam reflect off an amulet in one of the cases.
No, it's not. It's not Moon Knight. Calm down, guys.
Yeah, that's true.
What the F?
Then a bright...
The chance is never zero, Ray.
What? We said Moon Knight. We didn't say...
Batman. My favorite character.
I know to be offended.
Oh, okay.
Is what I meant.
Okay. Oh my god, Justin and I did that last night. The chance is never zero. And then, what did I hit? I hit,
lubricated eels are the best.
I was like, Lilith, the chance is never zero. Then a bright light assails his eyes, and a voice in his mind commands him to shatter the case and put on the amulet. When he breaks the glass with his gun, he cuts his hands, and the blood drips onto the amulet's gold chain. Then he begins to utter words in a language that has been dead for 9,000 years.
French?
Ooh, burn.
Suck it, Frenchies!
No, I studied French. That's evil people. Alright, Spider-Man enters the Daily Bugle building through a window and quickly changes into his street clothes. Then he enters the city room where a Christmas party is in progress. Among the attendees are Joe Robertson, Gloria Grant, Marla Madison, and a certain mild-mannered reporter for a great metropolitan television network. Wonder who that could be.
It's funny because, literally during this time, Superman was a TV reporter, so that's fun for people that don't know.
Oh yeah, they sneakily sneak this stuff in. Yeah,
they do because sometimes DC sneaks in Spider-Man, Parker.
Mm-hmm.
So it's funny.
J. Jonah. Oh, we should cover that one day. The crossover, the original crossover. J. Jonah Jameson asked Peter whether he received his Christmas bonus, and Peter wirily thanks Jameson for the extra $10.
Wow! That's like $200 in 2022 money, though. So
yeah, exactly. You could buy a house for $10 in 1979, kids. I don't know if you knew that.
least a down payment.
Exactly.
And a handshake.
Well, okay. Thank God she said shake. Okay, thank you. Then, speaking of...
Whoa, Philip!
Then, Mary Jane Watson, whom Peter has not seen in some time, walks up and plants a big mistletoe kiss on him. Suddenly, Robertson receives... Any excuse for that, girl, kids. Mistletoe, bourbon, any excuse. Suddenly, Robertson receives a phone call about trouble with
We're doing me now?
Whoa! She's a sucker for a man with a powerful rod.
I don't do Twinkies or toaster strudels, so.
Suddenly, Robertson receives a phone call about trouble at the Metropolitan Museum. Because Peter and Charlie Snow are the only two staffers present who do not drink, Robertson asks them to cover the story in minutes. In minutes, a Bugle radio car is on its way carrying Peter, Charlie, and an unexpected stowaway, Mary Jane.
She's getting into things, or things are getting into her. Hell, that'll make sense in a minute. Trust me.
Hell. Oh my God, you're gonna make Justin crash. He said he was listening to one of our We Are the Night, the Batman podcast in the car. He said he had to slow down because he was about to crash. So I think it was the Robin 2 episode, and he said, he's like, you just kept saying, oh, I think that's gonna knock Justin out of the chair, and he's like, no, but it almost made me crash.
Yeah, Justin, it's best for you to listen to these at home in the safety of your own house, surrounded by pillows, so you don't hurt yourself.
Why do you think Ray walks everywhere? When they arrive, they find the museum surrounded by a crowd. Flashing their press cards, Charlie and Peter get through the police cordon with Mary Jane close behind. Neither they nor the other onlookers can believe their eyes when they see a crimson energy beam extending like a mile-high flame through the building's roof, illuminating the surrounding area with a garish light. Peter senses the evil in the air and rushes off to change into his Spider-Man costume.
My spider senses are tingling!
Whoa.
Really?
Ting,
Really?
ting, ting,
Evil?
ting, ting,
He can
ting.
feel evil? Jeez, John Byrne and Chris Claremont. You're such drama queen.
Young men can sense evil in their presence, and Lilith's like, I reject that energy.
Yeah,
Ting,
obviously.
ting, ting, ting.
Leaving Mary Jane alone. Annoyed, Mary Jane finds an open door into the museum and enters, hoping to find Peter, who she knows is not cut out to be a hero.
Ooh, burn!
Which again, and then that retcon years later does not make sense when she's like, oh, I have known you've been Spider-Man since like high school. It's like, okay.
It's okay.
I know.
I mean, we have 80 years of history. You know, it's okay.
Well,
Continuity's not going to be your strong suit.
Well, she.
My bad. Marvel only has 60. My bad.
Well, she forgot. You could say she forgot too, because the Christmas party, she's 3 sheets to the wind. So.
I think she's 5 sheets to the wind because she's a redhead. Come on.
Oh.
Oh no, actually, redheads have a higher tolerance for alcohol and pain.
That's why
Scientific. Don't look at me and sound like I did the study. I just read the white paper.
Oh, I'm sure you didn't do the research. That's why Lilith dates him exclusively, almost. Spider-Man's spider sense tingles urgently, as he stalks through the darkened building, and suddenly he is seized in slimy tentacles and hurled toward a group of grotesque demons.
Are we sure they're tentacles?
I don't think those are tentacles.
Might be a sentient tongue. The chance is never 0.
Justin asks for that drop every so often.
Is that a sentient tongue?
As you should. It's a great drop.
That's-
If I don't say so myself.
Very hard, very tempting.
If no one else is going to compliment her work, Lilith will. Then, as he tries to battle his way out of their clutches, Mary Jane sees him. Instinctively, she grasps a sword, I hope it's a sword, from one of the exhibit cases, and the weapon begins to glow. As she removes it and holds it upraised in her hand, the glow surrounds her, and suddenly she vanishes to be replaced by the Hykranian heroine, Red Sonja. Sonja cuts a swathe through the demons that Spider-Man is battling.
I wonder if my wrist is ready for that.
Although Spider-Man has no idea who she is, he is more than grateful for the support, and soon the demons fall back. But then a weazened figure wearing the mystic amulet on its chain around his neck attacks Sonja with a burst of energy. After a sleep of centuries, rumbles Kulan Gath. They meet again. Spider-Man's...
If you're a Red Sonja fan, you know we hate this guy.
If you read the first volume of Savage Avengers, we hate this guy. Although there was some good moments in that first one, man. Wolverine was throwing guys in a wood chipper. It's great.
My hero, my short king.
Yeah, well. Spider-Man snags Sonja with a web strand before the spell can engulf her and carries her up to the ceiling, but she thinks the human spider is another of Kulan Gath's demons. Unfortunately, Sonja's language bears no resemblance to English, which prevents them from communicating. She strikes Spider-Man in the head with the hilt of her sword, and they both fall to the floor. The impact knocks them unconscious. When Spider-Man and Sonja come to, they are bound to a pair of X-shaped crosses in a museum gallery. Man, Claremont loves his X-shaped crosses.
He's like, just don't forget. You know where you can find me.
Remember, boys, she's not wearing pants.
I think the pants come off next.
In the floor below them is a pit bubbling with viscous liquid. Hail. Because Spider-Man is bound like she, Sonja can see her mistake in battling him before. Then Kulan Gath introduces himself, using a spell to make himself understood to both Spider-Man and Sonja. Here in this Stygian temple, proclaims the sorcerer, the elder gods, the Nagari, will be reborn. The pit is a Sar-Arpol, a mystic gateway to the Nagari home dimension. And as Spider-Man and Sonja watch, the liquid within begins to seethe, and a tentacle reaches out towards Sonja.
I have a lot of stories that start like this on my hard drive.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Claremont, John Byrne, I see you. I feel seen. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think those are tentacles.
Listen, it's called hentai, and it is an art form, okay?
As she curses the magician, he explains that in her last battle centuries ago, in which she cut out his heart, he sent his soul into an amulet to await this very night, when the juxtaposition of occult forces allowed him to ensnare a host body and assume his corporeal form. Spider-Man knows that the amulet and necklace are part of a recent archaeological discovery in Europe and predates man's oldest recorded civilizations. The whole wing of the museum was recently remodeled to resemble an ancient Egyptian temple. Spider-Man knows that it is just a stage set made of paint and plywood, but the wizard seems to think it is real. So Spider-Man snags the ceiling with his webbing and begins to pull. But just then, the liquid bubbles out of the pit and starts to cover Spider-Man's body. Fighting off lethargy, Spider-Man shatters his bonds and web swings out of reach. Although he feels weak, he manages to pull the plywood props down on the Kulan Gath. Then he leaps toward Red Sonja and frees her. The enraged wizard informs them that there were only 3 Sarapols on Earth, and they have just sealed the second one, perhaps forever. Then, with mystic gestures, he sends his Nagari demons after them. Spider-Man carries Sonja out of reach of the demons, but they web-swing up to a mezzanine. They once again come face-to-face with Kulan Gath. Sonja wants the wizard for herself, but because Spider-Man cannot understand her, he simply does what he thinks best. Dodging Kulan Gath's mystic bolts, Spider-Man smashes him through a window into the streets, and Sonja follows. Again, glassmakers in the Marvel Universe, you're welcome.
It's still not as bad as the Arrowverse seasons 1 through 2.
That's true. But when Kulan Gath and Sonja see New York City, the crowd of onlookers, and the lights from the news media, they are struck speechless. The sorcerer is overwhelmed by how much the world has changed since the Hyberian Age. This allows Spider-Man to deliver a knockout punch. Give him the old Guy Gardner. Sonja tells Spider-Man to grab the amulet before the sorcerer can use it once more, but Spider-Man already has the amulet in his hand. Bereft of the amulet, Kulan Gath vanishes, and in his place, the guard Gus lies on the floor. Spider-Man knew the sorcerer was occupying an innocent host body, and this is why he hoped to keep Red Sonja from actually killing him. Then, her mission accomplished, Red Sonja fades as well, leaving Mary Jane to fall unconscious in the Spider-Man's arms. When the police rush up the stairs into the building, noting that the crimson energy beam vanished as soon as Spider-Man knocked the sorcerer out, they find only the security guard, who remembers nothing. The events of the evening seem like a dream to Mary Jane, especially as drunk as she was. Spider-Man swiftly takes her home, and then, as Peter Parker, he boards the Staten Island ferry and pitches the amulet far away into the Atlantic Ocean to be used as a plot device somewhere else, in another book, in another time. Just before he threw it, it spoke to him and tried to persuade him to put it on, but he was able to resist its temptations. Happy that everything ended well, he thinks of Red Sonja and starts to crave a flagon of ale. Is that what we're calling it now?
So fun fact, if you get blackout drunk, you're blackout drunk. You don't dream. If you get to a point where you don't dream if you drink too much alcohol. So your brain refuses to entertain you because you damaged it so much.
Oh my.
So yeah, just fun facts for you kids.
So somehow, yes, based on a newspaper seen in Marvel Team Up 82, this story actually fits between Marvel Team Up 81 and 82. Because
continuity, what's continuity?
Exactly.
In the 70s, forget about it.
And again, topical reference, they referenced in 1978. Oh yes, and it's also mentioned how J. Jonah Jameson fired Carol Danvers. That happened in Miss Marvel 22.
I mean, as he should. She was terrible.
Oh, damn. How many people does it go?
Danvers hate for life, y'all.
I guess it's like how many people on his payroll are rushing out to do mysterious stuff at the drop of a hat. Okay.
That's why he had to build those spider slayers. He's like, it's something about the bugle. Just trust these lunatics.
Yeah, we did the whole Superman thing, and the Red Sonja Kulan Gath battles are unrecorded in Marvel continuity.
Duh.
Oh yes, and Kulan Gath states the Sara pool, and this was one of only 3 on Earth. But in an editorial note, Milgram states that the other known Sara pool was sealed in giant-sized Dracula 2. Oh God! Of course.
Aww, remember when they had Dracula comics? I do.
And of course, a third was later seen in the basement of course, the Sanctum Sanctorum in Doctor Strange.
Of course.
In Doctor Strange 45. Although in Doctor Strange Sorcerer Supreme 41, Doctor Strange says Sara pools dot the Earth, implying that there are more than 3. They must have sprung up.
Just in case we want to do something with that.
They must add in more hot tubs after Kulan Gath's time.
It's like Lazarus pits, bro. They just spontaneously generate.
They impule
self-generating plot holes, baby.
Hey-oh. I'm not going to say it. No Mary Jane jokes. No.
You better not.
It's a gaping hole.
That's Betty Brant's drop. Come on, be serious.
Oh, we're going to get there in a couple weeks. All right. And of course, yes, the Spider-Man throws that amulet in the river, never to be seen again. But it is later recovered in Uncanny X-Men 188. Written by I wonder who.
Coincidence? I think not.
You could just see writers throwing stuff away, just be like, I'll get to this in a couple of years. Oh, here we go. When Marvel lost the rights to use Conan, Red Sonja, and other properties, the rights to Kulan Gath were reverted to the property owners. The character is now being used in Dynamite Entertainment's Red Sonja serves as the chief antagonist. And of course, that's why this issue is not reprinted. However, it was reprinted for the first time in decades in the Spider-Man Red Sonja miniseries collection.
Yep.
This issue was also reprinted in Marvel Tales 208 and Marvel Team Up UK Winter Special #1, which both came out when Marvel still had the rights to Red Sonja. So yeah, kids, if you can't find the original issue...
Bro, what they're doing over at Dynamite for Red Sonja is amazing.
Oh,
Same
really?
thing with Vampirella, too. They have Red Sonja has 4 or 5, I think maybe even 6 books. Actually, and they're all super different. The art's really great. The stories are really good, too. They're different enough. I'm waiting on that, I need them to take her to space. And then that'll be cool. I wonder if my wrist is ready. They've done everything else. I wonder if my wrist is ready for that.
I'm not. I keep hearing them, but when old comics keep coming into my head, I'm like, oh, we have to make a list for when we go shopping.
Yeah.
More new stuff like the Red Sonja. So I know you enjoyed I know you enjoyed the Red Sonja story.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's not as like fantastical as it could be because like they just really weren't checking for Red Sonja back then like that. It was just very standard sword and sorcery kind of stuff. Because, that was the world, and they didn't really want to expand, Red Sonja, because they thought she only fit a certain mold. But it's still a good story.
And again, it was just a quick ad for the book, since they had it at the time. And then it's just, oh, hey, John Byrne drawing a almost naked, Yeah,
that's like a must-see at that point.
Oh, yeah, especially that splash page where she first shows up.
Oh, yeah.
The side view, yeah.
Oh, it's a solid story for sure.
I don't know.
Did you want to talk 15? Amazing Spider-Man 15?
Oh, I mean, we could talk Dark Web as a whole. Yeah, because, yeah.
I mean, I didn't want to talk Dark Web as a whole. I said what I said.
Hey-oh! Lil's like,
we can.
Lilith is like, Dark Web as a whole.
Yeah, it is a dark hole. It's almost as bad as Dark Crisis.
Oh, my.
There, I said it.
Oh, did you
I'm sorry, but it is. It's stupid.
Did you read Dark Web X-Men also?
I did. I read them all, and they're all stupid.
Spider-Man and his amazing...
I hate this for us.
Spider-Man and his amazing friends. I mean, I don't like that they're...
This is how we end the 60-year anniversary? Really? Okay, whatever.
It's so weird because, I mean, of course, I hate Ben Reilly as the villain, but then it's like... But then we had to, like, I don't know, what did we do?
I mean, and they're just like, listen, it's only issue 15 for Amazing Spider-Man, and look who it is, Venom. Are you serious?
I know.
They're desperate.
And then,
no Tino shade to Zeb. Y'all know I love Zeb, but this just smacks of desperation.
And they have to dumb him down, too, because it's not King and Black Venom. It's like, oh, hey, we're like, basically, lobotomize him and make him, I'm going to eat your brain, Venom.
All that progress we made. I know.
I mean...
That's crazy.
I know we wanted to wind back the clock and get back our lethal protector, but I mean, this is a little too far. It's just like
this is like day one meathead. I don't.
Yeah, literally.
This is too far of a regression for sure.
He's literally a plot device.
I mean, the fight scenes are cool and stuff like that, but like, I don't know. I feel like with Venom and Carnage, they just do whatever they want to the detriment of the characters because, I mean, at the end of the day, they're villains that they want to make anti-heroes, but still, they feel like they can do whatever they want and not have any consistency.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's Venom and Carnage. Those fans are going to buy those books regardless.
Mm-hmm.
I know I do. I'm guilty. I'll put it out there,
And I love, everyone's like, oh, what evil things is Ben Reilly up to? Then he he's like beating the crap out of Norman. Everyone's like, oh, okay, I'll allow it.
Exactly. It's like, well, that's what you're supposed to do.
I get it. I mean, the dude drove a glider through his back. I get it.
I was like, meanwhile, I only really care about Harry. So I'm like, Norman can be gone. I care about Harry. Like, when are we going to ever get back to Harry?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Gold Goblin. I mean, did you read the first issue of that?
I did. I wasn't impressed.
Oh, yeah.
It's clearly, obviously, a scam.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, is he going to become the Red Goblin? Because did you see the ad for Red? There's a Red Goblin coming.
Uh-oh, we're going to have a Power Ranger type team of goblins. Watch out.
Either that or is he going to get like the Carnage symbiote again or something?
Oh, God, I hope not.
I don't know what's going on. Oh no,
they're doing too much, man.
Are they going to Mackindale Norman? Are they going to we're kind of in Inferno Part 2, so is he going to get a demon?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he was a demon the whole time and that's the plot twist.
Can you imagine he's been playing Mr. Nice Guy?
Why he's like so susceptible to being crazy and stuff like that? I'm just saying.
Oh, no,
I wouldn't be surprised if he was a demon on Earth the whole time.
Oh no, I thought you were gonna say he's being a nice guy now. It's like, oh no, we're gonna make the analogy. Oh well, Norman's worse than a demon. He's more evil than a demon.
The demon's trying to get out of him. Yeah, exactly.
Come on, bond with me, kid. We'll get you all the blondes you want, kid.
Yeah, I Dark Web is not my favorite thing. I will say Amazing Spider-Man was the best of the Dark Web stuff this week.
Yeah.
Dust Starts at Inferno? Why? I think a lot of people thought that X-Men was the best, but again, X-Men don't need to be in a don't need to be entangled into our Spider-Man universe. You know, like we tried that once. It didn't work out too good.
It almost seems like they feel like they have to like shoehorn in the for the sales, of course. But it's like just because Madeline Pryor's here, and it's like really don't have to.
Yeah,
because she's
it's Jerry. So.
I mean, she's basically Madeline is just the plot device to give us, Hallows Eve and demons. And,
of course.
Our big old red-headed plot device.
I love how it's like, Cyclops' ex, also Havoc's ex.
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
keeping it in the...
I totally forgot about that.
Keeping it in the family. Yeah.
Stupid Summers boys.
I mean, yes, keeping it in the family.
I'm surprised they didn't try to make Deadpool come into a Dark Web issue. Because, it's only on its second issue.
Oh, yeah.
And the last one kind of didn't do too well. So, I'm surprised they didn't just try to go ahead and throw him in there. I'm grateful they didn't, but I'm surprised they didn't.
Yeah, I know, because if you look at the checklist, all it is like, Amazing Spider-Man, Gold Goblin, Venom, Mary Jane and Black Cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Oh, wait, isn't there isn't there a Miss Marvel one-shot or something? Because Kamala...
I heard that, but I'm not looking forward to it.
Because we're crowbarring Kamala in here, too, because she works for Norman. I'm like, really? I mean, I have no problem with the character, but I'm just like, really? In Dark Web?
Gotta keep her fresh in the minds of people, because that movie eventually is going to come out, I guess, allegedly.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think, is it this summer? I think it comes out, yeah. It's like July or something.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be February, but then I think they switched it with the Quantum Mania.
Which is interesting that they don't have faith in Paul Rudd to make him the summer blockbuster movie,
Well, no, I think it was more like they needed to move the Marvels around, so I think it was like, we can put Paul Rudd anywhere. Hey, man.
I don't think that's true.
Oh, really?
I'm just saying, I don't know a lot of people that they're like, oh, I mean, he's got Kang, and that's the only thing that he's got going for him. Everybody's kind of looking forward to that, but like Ant-Man as a whole, no.
I'm scared about what they're gonna give Bill Murray.
Hell, I'm never worried about Bill Murray. Bill Murray knows how to work the business, so he does.
I know, it's like, call me, I might take your part. I know. I'll get back to you by carrier pigeon.
Exactly. Like him and Dan Aykroyd, you ain't never got to worry about them.
Exactly. All right. Oh, hey, did you read the Miles Morales #1, the new one?
No.
Oh, well, it seems like we're back to basics because he's in the old suit. No explanation why we're back to the original suit.
Because the other one was a flop. That's why. Everybody hated it.
Well, one, that, and two, I mean, isn't he wearing this suit in across the Spider-Verse? Yeah.
Oh, everybody's ganging up on him. Have you seen the previews for that?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Shout out to who was that? Who's the Spider-Woman?
Oh,
is
Jessica.
Issa Rae.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
I want to say it's Issa Rae, but I forgot. I knew it was something to piss off the fanboys, but I was like, technically, the first Spider-Woman was black. Technically. That showed up those 3 issues before the actual one launched. I'm just technically, if you want to be a smart nerd, technically, it's fine.
Oh, I saw. Yeah, Ray and Saren are all excited because there's a version of Jessica Drew in that movie. Yes.
Yeah.
Although I guess they're doing the storyline where she's pregnant. I'm like,
ooh, that's not a good one.
I know.
No offense.
Well, not even.
That's a little traumatizing, to be honest.
But it's
it is Issa Rae. Okay.
But is it that kind of cringy? It's like, okay, we made her black, yay! But okay, we made her pregnant.
Ooh, and she's not married either. Yikes! Yeah.
We can't have a pregnant unmarried white woman. Oh, let's make her black. Yeah. Yeah, that's no.
Rough. I forgot what I was like. Oh yeah, something so progressive. But at the end of the day, what was it? I think it's like Gossip Girl. They're like, oh yeah, the cast is diverse. I was like, but yeah, you guys realize you have a white teacher bullying 2 black girls, right? Did y'all think about that? Ooh, like I don't think people know how to read the room anymore.
No.
Thinking you're being all progressive, then you look at it, you're like, ooh. The fans literally call you out 2 seconds after the show airs.
Oh my. But yeah, no, Miles Morales, I mean, they're getting back to basics. It's street level, and following a standard Spider-Man story, they give him the punching bag that is the Scorpion.
As you should.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I would prefer Shocker, but, you know, next best thing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad they're getting back to basics, but I'm kind of out of it for Miles. Like, honestly, I feel like they need to bring back Bendis. He is, like, Miles has been very stale and stagnant.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they should rehire Bendis to kind of fix stuff.
And again, I mean, I have no problem with Miles in the 616, but I almost feel like he needs to go back.
It doesn't make sense, especially now that we have Ben Reilly. I'm just going to be real with you. Now that we have Ben Reilly, it makes no sense.
Yeah, again, give him out. It's like in the movie, give Miles his own universe, you know?
Yeah, because he's forever in the shadow of Peter. He just is.
Oh, yeah, because even Scorpion says, he's like, oh, why? Where's the real Spider-Man? Why is he sending it in Junior League?
Oof. From Scorpion, that would be my 13th reason. I would just absolutely run into traffic. I'm sorry.
I know, Miles should have been like, wait, well, why am I getting you? Where's Venom? Where's Doc Ock? Where's Doc Ock?
I'll settle for any of the goblins at this point.
I'll take a Macadale over you.
Exactly.
And he'd been dead.
I don't know. I'll probably get back to Miles after Into the Spider-Verse comes out and we're all over the Spider-Verse mania and they finally decide what they actually want. I feel like after that movie comes out and it's done its like theatrical run, they'll finally decide which way they're going to go with Miles, if they're going to send him back to his own universe or not. I feel like that's what we've been waiting on, kind of.
Oh no, I just...
And like, none of his how are his relationships in that issue?
I mean...
Like, are they set back to status quo, or?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, yeah, you know, he got in trouble at school for, you know, skipping out, but because he's being Spider-Man, and you know, it's kind of back to, it's like I said, it's they kind of reset him to status quo with his family, his friends and stuff. Yeah.
What about Gwen? No mention of Gwen, or?
No, not yet. Yeah, no, it was just the first issue, but
okay,
not yet. Maybe they're waiting until closer to the movie. Oh yeah, you probably still been reading Slott's Spider-Man, right?
Yeah, of course.
It just hit me because we were talking about that trailer. Remember how they unrode Jessica Drew out of reality? Oh my God, are they going to write her back in as Black?
Oh, I mean,
is that why they're doing it?
I don't think we need that.
No, we don't. I mean,
listen. I love, as much as I love Riri, aka Ironheart. I don't like the way Marvel writes Black Legacy characters. I just don't. I'm sorry. Look at Miles. Look at Riri. Look at whoever. I don't like it.
Although
even Moon Girl, it's not the best vibes for me.
Although that could be, if done well, that could be interesting because it's like all of a sudden, you know.
It depends on who they get to write it.
Well, especially too if she's like remembers being the original Jessica Drew. If she's, you know, this white woman all of a sudden wakes up and has to live life as a black woman.
Yeah, like I said, it depends on who they get to write it. Because, that's a real delicate situation.
I know. That's what I'm like. Really, we're gonna. I mean, I have no proof they're gonna do that, but I'm like, oh God, we're not gonna do that for that movie, are we?
Like I said, Into the Spider-Verse really doesn't affect the comics like that. Like it was, and then when they moved it and realized, oh, maybe I feel like they realized we shouldn't really be tying it to anything Sony related because Sony's a mess.
Yeah, but it's just the thing. It's like she doesn't have her own book right now. We kind of just rewrote her out of hit, you know, cut her off from the web, and we're just like, ugh. And it's Slott.
That also could be an actual, like, original writer rights thing that might be slowly brewing in the background. Like, Marvel, especially under DC, is super brutal about that. Like, when the creators don't want to play ball, they'll cut you. They'll cut you deep. They're ruthless over there, man.
Oh,
yeah. So that's why I have stock with them.
Oh, my. Lil's like, I admire them.
I might not actually really like them as a company for the most part, like their movies and stuff nowadays, but As a business, they're pretty solid. They do what needs to be done and make the stockholders happy. I'll tell you that.
Oh, so you like them? You don't like them like them?
Exactly. I like them for their money. That's it. The money they make me. That's it.
Them and every other man. Hello.
Exactly.
Oh, God. Yes. Yes. Red Goblin spinning from the pages of Venom and Dark Web. Oh, God.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
To quote Shania Twain, that don't impress me much, bro. So you think you're Ryan Reynolds? Wrote Brad Pitt right out of it. I don't know if you saw the American Music Awards. Yeah, you Google that. Shania Twain rewrites lyric to Ryan. That don't impress me much, Ryan Reynolds.
Wow.
And I'm like, Brad Pitt's hot right now. He's got like 2 movies out that are good or something. I don't know.
Well, maybe
allegedly.
Maybe he disappointed her somehow.
I don't know. I'll have to dig up that tea. I think it was just the point that she's like, you're not relevant.
Oh,
Ryan Reynolds will forever be relevant because he's married to Blake Lively. So,
and he can break the fourth wall.
I'm so worried about Deadpool 3.
I don't know. I think he cares about the character enough. If he sees something he likes, he'll at least bring it to someone and be like, nah, I don't know about this.
I hope so. So yeah, on that note, 2023 for the Spider-Verse is shaping up to be kind of meh for me right now.
Oh, it's only, you know, early on. So
I'm just saying, like, the potential on the horizon. Like, I remember at the beginning of 2022, I was like, hell yeah, it's the 60th anniversary. We had all this, like, alleged stuff planned. And, you know, after, you know, the Beyond stuff, where it fell, I was just like, oh, okay.
Well, oh, God.
And I still kind of feel like that.
Don't scare me. It's like, you know, I mean, look how blah 60 was. What's 61 going to be like? Ooh.
Like I said, we just got to make it to 69 and then we can retire, Phil.
I was going to say, oh, kids, another 8 years, man. We're going to have some big stuff planned. Lots of stories with McFarlane drawing Mary Jane. Get some of those Claremonts in here, or John Burns in here.
More John Byrne, maybe.
Lots of cleavage, kids. All right, why am I opening up the wrong schedule? All right, yes, let's see what the year holds for us. All right, kids. So yes, next week we're gonna cover that Spider-Man Red Sonja miniseries, the 5-issue miniseries by who is that? Dynamite. Yes. Speaking of gratuitous Venom appearances, yes, Spider-Man Red Sonja miniseries.
Did you mean Dynamite?
Dynamite.
That's what you meant. That might be a little too niche for our listeners. If you get it, let us know.
For all you seniors listening to this show, yes.
I mean, we're the only ones reading comics nowadays, so.
True. All right, so then, yes, and then in 2 weeks, we'll start our two-week run on Betty Brand stuff.
It was Betty!
First, we'll go old school with Amazing Spider-Man 11 and 12 from 1963.
I'm not looking forward to that art.
It's like, I can't see anything except her head. And then, but don't worry, then we'll go to the 90s little thing, do Web of Spider-Man 91 and 92. Or you'll get to see
pouches and guns.
I was going to say, you'll get to see her nice ample pouches. And then, of course, as we wrap up every month with a sausage fest, yes.
Bad Babysitters Club.
Ray and the Ghost of Gardner Fox will join me to cover Amazing Spider-Man 415 and Spider-Man 72.
Well, it could have been worse. It could have been Guy Fawkes.
Oh. You and your classy jokes. Jeez.
I know. You know, for every 100 date jokes, I have to give a classy joke. That's the ratio.
She keeps a counter on the desk. Oh, 99. Damn it.
Ding! Ding!
Need a literary joke or something. All right, kids. So send your thoughts on all of that. You can send us your thoughts on Dark Web, of course. Email us, CapesandLunatics. I love it's like, send a Dark Web. Send us your thought. Send us your thought. Again, the story's It's like they're poo-pooing all over Ben Riley. It's like, well, what am I excited about? I mean, the art was good in 15. I'll give you that. We made Venom dumber than usual. It's like, yeah.
It's always good. I mean, it's going to have to start standing on the story eventually.
I know. All right. So, yeah, send us your thoughts, or, hey, Red Sonja thoughts. Email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can follow Ultimate Spider-Cast on Facebook, on Twitter. Capes and Lunatics are on Hive now. Follow all the social media so you're up to date on everything we're doing, including new shows like Salty and Petty. Or if you are a huge Marvel,
first episode we are talking about Quantum Leap. So
send your thoughts, yes. And of course, if you're here, you're probably a Marvel fan. Check out Marvel Tales with me and Justin. Again, the male Lilith Hellfire, which he wears like a badge of honor. So, yes.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Once again, yes, it's pretty much the same amount of dick jokes.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
So join us there, and again, follow us on the YouTube channel. Again, everything we do gets a video, so please subscribe, because hell, within the next, as quick as we can, get us some more subscribers, kids, because I think last I looked, we're at 261 or 262 Lilith Hellfire. Her first goal was 269, kids, so come on.
Put us over the top.
Give her what she needs, guys.
Smash it.
The subscribe button. So yes, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Most importantly, the Patreon. Because once again, we're paying for the side of our own pockets. Every little bit helps, but $3 to $5 gets you early access to creator interviews, including that genius, that madman, whoever he is, Mr. DG Chichester.
I got the good mic out for you guys.
And superhero movie brackets are over. But you can listen to the whole thing now.
We made it, boys!
You can listen to the whole thing on Patreon, and of course we have some returning favorites like Wade's World in the new year, and of course the Patreon elite get to pick, make suggestions on what we do. So subscribe now so you can give us suggestions on what to do. It's a fun time over there. Join that sausage fest. That is Ray Russell and Justin.
We could use some clams and some yams, so, you know.
Exactly.
Come on, ladies.
Don't give those fools all the power.
You gotta rub that one in.
No, I invented that, you dick.
Oh my god, I haven't listened yet. I have to listen to the new episode of Gamma Charge, because they're like, yeah, Hulk 300, that's nice. And then I see, the Rand Pants for the Ages. I'm like, what did he say? Because even last night, I'm like, I didn't listen to it yet. He's like, yeah, it's a good one. He's like, oh my god. It's just like on Lilith Hellfire level. Oh my god.
Oh no.
I don't know, but they say it's one of the best ones. So I was like, oh boy. Pulled a Sam Beckett. I was like, oh boy. All right, so yeah, so find all that and pick yourself up some Capes Lunatics and Capes Lunatics Sidekicks merch. Find it all at Linktree, linktr.ee/CapesandLunatics. All right, Lilith Hellfire. If young men want to be sacrificed for your evil power, where can they get a hold of you?
Really, I'm only on TikTok right now. I mean, social media is not really my thing, but yeah, if you're on TikTok, you can find me on TikTok at Lilith Hellfire 69. I also have a Hive that I check like once a week, so if you're on Hive, say hi at Lilith Hellfire.
Either do the 6 or do the 9.
Or you can find me on Facebook. I don't care.
Well, you don't want to know the things I've done.
She won't answer you because she's not there, but you could friend the accounts and just hang there. Yeah.
I make posts every now and then. They're pretty funny, I think.
Oh, yeah. Like, what the hell is this? What is DC doing now? Or what?
No, listen, I think my favorite 2022 Facebook post was to that artist who flattened Nightwing's ass. Fuck you.
Wow!
I think that was my favorite post, honestly.
Whoa!
Come on, get your head
Sorry,
out of your butt,
you can
buddy.
fix that in post.
Come on, get your head out of your butt, buddy. all rape and murder,
Like-
I'll tell you that.
Like, each chick has a name in canon. Are you kidding me? Who does that? Read the room.
Don't insult Juan.
Don't pull it out unless you're going to use it. That's true for guns and penises.
And Justin
On that note.
and Justin rubber stamped that, so.
Somebody
As he should.
butter. That ain't my business.
Again, now I have two of you. All right.
It's getting out of hand. Now there's two of them.
They reproduce asexually. I don't know what happened. All right, kids. Again, come back next week. Spider-Man Red Sonja 1 through 5. More sexy redheads. No, that's what you're here for. All right. But until then, swing on back.
Keep it thwipping.
Not thwip.
Hi, I'm one of the High Priests of Khonshu Ray, and I have the sacred privilege of providing you, the loony listener, with a podcast honouring Marvel's very own Moon Knight. So join me and a host of others at Into the Night, a Moon Knight podcast. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, or support the show by becoming a Patreon member. Into the Night, a Moon Knight podcast. It's time to get your Khonshu on.